So what I do, what our team does, is we help people with their individual relationships with fear. We believe that fear is a very misunderstood and very powerful emotion, and most people just want to overcome fear. Our take on fear is it's to be harnessed, it's powerful, to be listened to, but also to empower the person going through this journey to become the master of their own fear. So we're guides on this journey, which is why we use the word Sherpa in the title. So in a previous life, my title was Lieutenant Brian James Muka. I was a platoon commander in a Navy Special Operations community. We were the bomb technicians. EOD stands for Explosive Ordnance Disposal. We had some fun ways of getting to work, to include jumping out of airplanes at night, helo, cast, and recovery, jumping out of helicopters. We were the bomb techs, so if you've ever seen the Hurt Locker, that's what we did, but a little cooler and with a little more style. I got fired from what I thought was my dream job, and that was the platoon commander. I got fired right before our team went to Afghanistan. It was the best, worst day of my life. That was the day that I started turning the light inwards, started journaling in what would become Fear Sherpa, the book that's about to launch. I started working with an amazing coach, and I had a whole team that rescued me from my proverbial avalanche. That was my identity. That was the reason I got out of bed in the morning. And I wanted to be a guide to those coming after me, so I documented my process from going from buried alive in the avalanche to now, the light of the living, helping other people to manage that relationship with fear, and then also with shame and guilt and addiction. The first book I read after I was relieved of command was Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. And in the book he talks about, if you can find meaning, suffering is not in vain. And the meaning that I found from this avalanche experience was I knew how to handle fear in the short term. I needed to learn how to deal with long-term fears, and that long-term fear was, what if these people find out that I don't really belong in a special operations community? So it taught me not only the fear in the short term, but fear in the long term. And I started this because I got sick of people saying, just overcome your fears. I was a bomb technician, jumped out of airplanes at night. You don't just overcome fear, like what a waste. And so, learn that, fear is very misunderstood, and it needs a master. So that's how I found meaning to the pain and the darkness that I went through, is to turn this around as a guide for other people that really need it. With my business and also with my life here in Richmond, it wasn't really until I jumped in with both feet to Synapse that I really felt a member of the community in Richmond. It's been great. I have had an opportunity really to meet a lot of people, and a lot of people have trusted me with their fears, and Synapse seems to breed this level of trust. It self-selects for people who want to improve the community, and with that sort of pre-screening, it's made it very easy to have some honest conversations of the things that, the fears and the anxieties and the shames and the guilts that people carry. It's been such an amazing conduit to have meaningful conversations that way, and to meet some incredible people who are shaping Richmond and other parts.